These trays should have been full of seedlings by now, but instead, almost none have come up. I'm left with one or two straggly, desperate little seedlings that are trying to find their way and impress me. But overall, I would say this is a complete failure. So, is it entirely my fault that in my one hand I'm holding an empty tray of potentially dead seeds? I'm not so sure. I feel confident that I have almost mastered the art of sowing because I've been doing so for more than 2 decades, and yet I'm humbled at times at my failures, and indeed, this is one of them. There are so many reasons as to why seed sowing could potentially go wrong. So, if you've ever found yourself in a similar position, then do watch this video because I will be discussing many of the reasons as to why seed sowing sometimes goes wrong and why we shouldn't be too hard on ourselves in that regard. Seed germination is actually a remarkably complex biological activity, and seeds wait until their time is almost perfect before they are willing to germinate. Saying that, it is not a miracle unto itself if seeds do germinate, but there are some key things that have to be in place. The first of which I must say has to be temperature. Seeds won't germinate in temperatures that are not optimal for their survival. So if it is too cold, too early in the season, and you try sowing warm-loving seeds, then those simply will not germinate. They will wait until temperatures are at a reasonable level before they will initiate germination. If it is too hot, seeds will also sort of be in a state of being semi-dormant, and they will wait for temperatures to normalize or stabilize, because ultimately the point of the seed is to grow, and if the temperatures are not optimal, that process will not happen. So many things have to happen almost perfectly in order for a seed to successfully germinate. And one of those things is also the viability of the seed. And this is something I think gardeners and hobbyists tend to overlook, including myself. Seeds generally only have a limited viability, and certain species go beyond that and will only be very short-lived for a very short time. So one season, a few weeks, in some instances, will be enough for a seed to become non-viable. But taking the average, if you do consider viability, then do consider the expiry date, because manufacturers tend to indicate those on the seed packets, and although those are not hard textbook rules, it does follow a general pattern. So if the expiry date has been reached, you can always experiment and sow the whole batch of the seed to see what takes, and even getting 3 or 4 seedlings might be good enough. But on the whole, it is always better to look at fresh seed, to look at obtaining reliably fresh seeds, so that you are certain that that part of the process has been taken care of. Another important reason as to why seedling germination sometimes fails actually has to do with the compost in which those seeds were sown. These days, you do get specialized seed sowing composts, but if you're not inclined to use those, then just use any multi-purpose compost. And the idea here is to try and get the texture to be as close as optimal as possible. So what you're looking for is a texture that isn't too coarse, which makes water run through too easily, and you don't want something that stays too wet, or indeed something that dries out too easily. Because if these factors are not correct, and that takes you back to the moisture level problems, then the seeds also won't germinate. So you're looking for something that stays damp but not wet, and something that is fine textured, so that the seeds are in contact with that compost, which then allows them to take up moisture. And this is one of the first things that needs to be in place in order to have successful seed germination. As I've already alluded to moisture, let me elaborate a little bit more on that. Successful seed germination often depends on consistent watering or consistent moisture. You don't want anything that is dry, wet, and in an endless cycle of irregularity, because seeds respond negatively to that as well. So in conjunction with the compost being the correct texture, you want the moisture levels to be optimal. Too wet and you stand the risk of the seed rotting, and too dry, especially after you've initially wetted the compost, and that might result in the seeds desiccating and ultimately failing as well. The next reason seeds might not germinate well is a little bit of a different and a difficult one to understand, and that is sowing depth. A lot of times gardeners sow too deeply, or indeed not deeply enough. Some seeds respond well to light levels and some need darkness. So sowing depth and light work hand in hand, and this needs to be understood. And of course, there isn't a general textbook rule for all. it is important to do a bit of research to understand which seeds need to be sown with exposure to light, which will stimulate germination, and which actually require a week or two of complete darkness before being able to germinate. And so in terms of sowing depth, that means either sowing them on the surface of the compost or indeed with a layer of compost over the seed. Saying that, however, there is a general rule of thumb that the bigger the seed, the more compost covering it needs, and so very small and very fine seeds won't do very well being buried very deeply in the compost. Because do remember that seeds have a limited source of energy in them, and that energy is used to send up the first root and the first emerging shoot. And once that energy is depleted, the plant, if it hasn't reached light, will actually run out of energy and will ultimately fail. So yet again, two reasons as to why seed sowing isn't often as simple and as straightforward as one would think. And then occasionally, absolutely nothing was your fault. The seed was perhaps just part of a poor batch, or temperatures were too cold, there was a cold snap, or indeed a hot spell. And if I think back as to when I sowed these seedlings, I think there was a number of reasons as to why this didn't work out. We had a heat wave following on shortly after I had sowed, which really wasn't very expected, and that might have led to moments of dry. I would then water in the evenings and it would dry out yet again the next day. The temperatures being too warm for the seeds to germinate, and so it was a perfect storm, which may have resulted in those seedling trays remaining empty and being as empty as they are. So sometimes that's worth accepting and moving on. When temperatures and when conditions become a little bit more optimal, I will reconsider sowing, and you could do the same. And I guess my message at the end of the day is to not be despondent simply because you've had one or two or numerous failed attempts. So do let me know in the comments if you have had a failed attempt recently at sowing a batch of seed and whether it has made you question your abilities as a gardener, because that's certainly what I've gone through more times than I care to remember. But in the meantime, we'll give it another go, and hopefully in the next video, I'll have some positive news for you in terms of seed sowing. Bye for now.